Hey everybody, thank you so much for tuning in tonight to the No Lag Zone. All the fun's going to get started here in a moment, and as most of you know by watching my channel, yes, I'm pre-recording this neat stuff in the alternate filming room. I just wanted to say thank you so much for taking time out of your day to bring your love, your laughter, your energy into what hopefully will be a really, really good show. Don't worry, we're going to get everything started here in about... I wanted to be better with that, but I'm not, so you know this channel. Alrighty, guys, we are live, and I have one amazing guest here for you tonight. But before we kick everything off, we've got two little quick public service announcements, okay? Number one is, I swear to God, this week I'm going to film the new intro for Season 2 of the No Lag Zone. I am apologizing to all of you because I have been very, very busy with side projects, and it's one of those things I want to get to, and I keep forgetting. The second little quick PSA is I want to give my brother Joe Bearded Life a lot of love. He did an amazing thing less than 48 hours ago and raised damn near $5,000 for an incredible charity. The whole auction seemed to go smoothly. It seemed to go off without a hitch, and I was very, very proud to be behind the scenes in helping out. So guys, if you're watching this live and you're watching it later, please go by his channel and tell him congratulations. He's second year doing it, and we're trying to make next year so much better. But now that we got that fun stuff out of the way, guys, we have Mick, a.k.a. Red, a.k.a. well, Yardstick, a.k.a. the originator of the circus cow, a.k.a. Little Irish Hooligan, whatever you want to call him. He's agreed to come on the channel tonight and join us for an amazing night. Now, Mick,
I've got plenty of names.
Right? As long as they're not on, well, let's just say a court warrant, you're fine, right? You know?
There you go. Call me what you want, except call me late for dinner. That's
exactly. Now, brother, I do this with everyone. I know you're pretty well known, but, man, introduce yourself to everybody. Go ahead.
What up, guys? Like Chris said, I've got exactly 763 different names. Anyway, the channel is Socially Bearded. I do beard reviews, shave stuff, tips and tricks, all that fun stuff. You know, kind of the same thing that all the rest of us do. And really, I've got a daughter, I've got a stepson, and that's pretty normal. Other than that, pretty boring, really. I am
okay.
Right now I'm a stay-at-home dad.
Yeah, he's BSing right now that his life is boring. Give me a break. Okay, guys, look, go check him out, Socially Bearded on YouTube, okay? He does a lot of amazing things, and he's coming into his own. One of the biggest reasons I wanted him here tonight is Mick has been a huge supporter of my channel, my live feeds. I honestly think you were my first wrench I ever passed out. I really do. It was either you or Bearded Life, one of you.
No, it was Bearded Life. Bearded Life. Yep.
Okay. But
milk.
Yeah, and he's really coming into his own. If you watch his earlier videos, he went through the same growing pains that we all went through, where he's like, crap, camera's on. Now I got to talk. Wow, what do I say? But now when you see him, he's like, all right, mothers, this is how you shave your head, all right? This is what we're going to do. He's really come into his own. Now, we got to do the roll call. Rob Brennan, I see you out there, brother. Thank you. Mrs. Mick, the most awesome, most lovely, most beautiful Mick on the planet. We still don't know why you're with him, but still, I get it. It's charity work, okay? Haven't you
charity work? That's a good way to put that.
Ticket to death yet? You know, haven't you got your community service done? Bearded Metal Chef, Sober Chef Eric. What do we got? All right, got them all. All right. Whew. Now, Mick, one of the biggest things I want to kick this thing off with is, you know, mental health on my show is something we talk about an awful lot. You did something in the last couple months that, number one, took a hell of a lot of balls. Number two, made everybody's jaw drop because nobody would have went, wow. You know, we can associate with that.
Yep.
How did you feel going into that?
Going into it up until the green room, I was fine. But when I got in the green room, well, you know, it's like anything else. At a certain point, it becomes real, right? So, I probably had a little bit of nerves, you know, just thinking, if I go on here and I tell this story, it's going to be accepted and it's going to be received in one of two ways. They are either going to turn tail and run for the hills, or they're going to, you know what I mean? They're going to swell up with pride and respect and be like, hell yeah. You know, it's one or the other. You know what I mean? So, you know, like maybe like the day before, like that Friday, I think I got a little nervous, and then I woke up Saturday, you know, I was good, but as soon as we got into that green room, me and Eric and everybody, well, you know what? I think the green room just started out with me and Eric. No, Casey, I'm sorry. Casey and who else was in there? Anyway, when we got in that green room, my nerves got me, you know, pretty good. Yeah. I got pretty nervous, and then once the camera got turned on and we were actually live, I mean, I kind of slowly started to kind of calm down, you know, and it got better from there. And then, you know, probably 10, 15 minutes into the stream, the nerves were, you know, they were gone.
Well, it's funny that you said, because when I noticed when you were starting, it was like, do I really want to do this? Do I really want? I've been talking. And then when you started to put your story out and you started to reveal more, it was like, what? And then I'm like getting wrapped up in your story about, well, because you put it out there. I don't feel like I'm stabbing you in the back on anything.
No. You're good.
Oklahoma's Walter White. And I'm like, Mick? Really? And then you get, you know, his recovery and everything he's gone through. And I'm going to say this publicly, and Mrs. Mick, if you can hear me, I love you so much for saving my buddy's life. It's not even funny. You're an amazing woman. But that's out there. You can play that back for her later.
Yeah, she just put my daughter in the shower. They were out there playing in the mud. So hang on real quick. It's, you know, it's funny you say that, because, you know, Walter White, he was not an Okie, right? He was from what was like Missouri or so somewhere like that. Anyway, Walter White actually knew nothing about the chemistry part of drugs until he met a person from Northeast Oklahoma. I don't know exactly who that was, but yeah, so he was literally trained by an Okie, which does not surprise me, not even a little bit. Like, not even a little bit. What's up, Dagan? Eric? Walt? Yeah, so yeah, that's I always thought that was funny. I watched a documentary about him, and it said that, and I was like, no kidding. It doesn't surprise me though.
Well, I mean, it was just so compelling in your share. And it was just like, oh my God, you know, this is going to sound so bad. It just made me love you that much more. I already have a huge amount of love and respect for you. And I'm like, the fucking balls he's got to get out here and go, bam.
Right.
Ooh, yep. Hey, I see Straza. Hey, Chad. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. How you doing? Huh? Look, Chad, the snake skin. Chad. All right, I busted his hump enough. So, do you feel screw you, nice? Do you feel you got any backlash from it, or did you feel like you just got embraced more for that huge share? Because number one, there was you. I remember Eric and Dave. His share was just like, damn.
Yep.
You know,
not that I know of. I don't specifically remember anything. Now, you know how if I have received any hate from it, it's been in the form of somebody hitting the unsubscribe button, and I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know who it is. I don't know, you know, when it happened, you know, anything like that. But no, I think for the absolute most part, it's been, you know, I've been embraced for it instead of shunned.
Well, I mean, it was a shocker to a lot of people. I won't lie. We're not going to spend the whole time on this. Like I told you, I really wanted to talk about it. But I don't see where anybody's changed their opinion of you. You know, this me watching everything. And I also love to make this joke. If you don't have people unsubscribing from your channel, you're doing something wrong. You know, because every so often someone's going to be like, I don't like that knife. I don't like that company. Unsubscribe. I'll show you. And it's
right.
Like, whatever, you know? And that's one of the things I've always loved about you, brothers. You've been so straightforward. You've been honest. Humble is a word I can really use about you.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Because it's great watching you grow and do stuff. But the other question I want to ask you is, what made you want to pick up a camera, get in front of it, and go, "Hi, I'm Mickman. I'm going to talk about beer products today." You know?
Honestly, I don't know. It was okay. Actually, you know what? I do kind of know. So
we'll get there, Walt. We'll get there.
The answer that I'm going to give is not the whole entire reason, but it's a big part of it. So I wasn't bored with the beard community, but everything was becoming repetitive, right? So I wasn't fully bored yet, but man, everything was becoming repetitive. It's like I seen a review pop up and I knew exactly how it was going to go because I've tried all the product, pretty much.
Yeah.
99% of it. So the only time a review held a lot of value for me was when it was a company I've never heard of, and I just gotten kind of not bored, but it was like kind of stagnant. And all at the same time, Barberdo Joe was harping on me to come on to therapy. And I was like, maybe, kind of blowing him off a little bit. And so I finally told him, I said, "I'll tell you what, I'll come on if Ryan will come on." And he said, "Well, Ryan will probably come on if you come on." I said, "Okay." So, we made it happen. And once I got on screen, like it wasn't even that bad. I was like, you know what? This is actually pretty cool. I can kind of get down with this. And it kind of went from Instagram lives to I created a channel and continued to do Instagram lives, but all the while, me and Ryan's trying to put together, a YouTube live stream. Right. Honestly, I'm kind of glad it happened like this. So, Instagram used to only be 2 people on screen. And had Instagram had the 4-person capabilities, we would definitely not have a YouTube channel today. We would have went full blown on Instagram. We never intended to have more than a couple of people on screen. But since it was me and him, all we could have was me and him on screen, so the lives would get pretty boring, pretty quick. So luckily Instagram was still only 2 people, and then, so we fired up on YouTube, and then the stuff that happened with Ryan happened. And I was like, well, I lost Ryan. And if I'm just doing a live stream every week, that's going to get repetitive to everybody. So maybe I'll shoot a video, So I did a couple of shorts, just being funny, not even being serious. And I done a couple of them, and I was like, you know what, that wasn't that bad. And everybody was laughing at them and stuff. I was like, you know what, I think I could maybe do a video. Tried one, and it was, it was so. I was just like, I could have done better, but it's okay. And it just kind of progressed from there. I was really nervous and self-conscious about the quality of my videos, the background, the camera quality.
I get that. I get that because, like, you look like you're in a very professionally done studio, and look at me. I look like I'm in, a flea market somewhere, But it's funny. One of the things I noticed with you right off the bat is the very professional quality you had to your videos, but it was like you were so afraid right in front of the camera. Yeah. And I told you a while ago, once you got that comfort level of looking into that little box and just going with it, you're going to be a huge success.
So here's something. Check this out. Okay, so you know how everybody that has a camera with a flip around screen, every one of them will tell you, do not use that. It'll screw you up, right? If I didn't have that, I would not be able to record.
See, my camera has that flip around screen.
Yep.
My only problem when I'm doing like beard products is there's times I'm checking myself in the camera to make sure I'm holding it in the right way.
Yep.
But it's really weird when I'm doing like a step parent vlog or something else. I don't even look at the screen.
Right.
It's just, I'm looking right at that lens, and I'm like cued in right there. But like the knife reviews are simple. The knife's in front of the camera. I don't have to have it flipped.
Right. So somehow, without ever even having a mess up, I instantly, before I even had a camera, trained myself to never look at that screen while I'm engaging in footage that's going to be in the video. I have not had one single slip. Now, I'm not saying it'll never happen, but as far as that right there, dude, I have been dialed in on that lens the whole time. What I need the screen for is just to know it's there. So then, like whenever if I scoot back in my chair and then I come back and I scoot back up, that way I'll know I'm in pretty much the same spot. You know what I mean? Or when I screw up, I get up in the screen and cuss myself a little bit, and then back to where I was at, type of thing.
So
I cannot record with that screen flipped to where I can't see it. I can't do it.
Eric, your home porn doesn't count. That's all I'm going to say, Marine. Leave the crayons alone. You're fine.
Spit the crayons out and look at the screen.
Pretty much. Now, are you kind of like a one and done kind of guy? Or are you one of those that are like, this has got to be perfect. This has to be this. This has to be that. Oh, well, I think I said that word wrong. So stop. Let's film everything all over again.
So I have trained myself to stop stopping the camera.
Okay.
But I am not a one and done by any means. So, okay. So I shot a review tomorrow. It'll drop tomorrow. It's actually a 2-part series because I had a ton of cents from them. It's the first Oklahoma company I've reviewed, so I wanted to be really thorough.
Hey, Jeremy.
Well, there's a couple of guys. A couple of them's in here now. They've told me, man, your videos are entirely too long.
He said it. He said it, guys. He said it.
He said it. So I broke tomorrow's review down into 2 videos. Now they will both drop at the exact same time because the first half of it is everything except the cents, and the second half is the cents.
Dagan, we were going to give him that one, okay? He went rolling. He knew he made a mistake, but he kept talking to cover it up, okay? We were trying to give him a pass.
And so where was I going?
Review wrong, broke it down into 2 parts. Both are going to drop tomorrow.
So I shot that 2-part review, and I had an hour and 22 minutes of footage.
Damn, bro.
An hour and 22 minutes of footage on the memory card that I had to slice down into like 2 16-minute videos.
Yeah, Mick is great with those tutorials on that. He really, truly is. And God, how can I put this?
Disney, thank you, brother.
If you doubt his integrity on certain things, he reached out before he even dropped his Johnny Slick shave soap because he thought I might be mad at him about a bad review. And I'm like, you were honest. Who could be mad about that? Mick knows his stuff. So, yeah.
That's right. Man, there is so much more. There's so much more to wet shaving than there is to beard care, and there is a lot to beard care. Like if you really want to get down to the brass tacks of it, but shaving. So there's a lot more equipment for shaving, right?
Yeah.
You've got. I mean, I use what would it be? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 different physical objects to do a shave, not including the consumables like the shave soap, the aftershave, the pre-shave, the stuff like that. So, I mean, you grab 10 to 12 pieces and then you go into the bathroom to do a traditional shave, right? That's your blades, that's your razor, your bowl. I even use a cosmetic spatula that I built to get the soap out. It's really there's really a lot more to it. So I have just barely so I have just barely scratched the surface of wet shaving. There is some channels out there that them guys are so no, like it doesn't even like half of their speech doesn't even make sense to me. Some of the stuff that they're saying, the lingo that they use,
Well, yeah, and I've seen some of those bigger channels like Sinatra Shaves, I think it is, and Ken Surfs. I've seen those.
Big one. Yep.
Yeah, he's huge, and I'm like, okay, so you're really happy you found a safety razor from 1932. Well, great. How many of us are going to find that?
Right.
But it's really weird watching him shave and do stuff,
So all these videos, like most of your Ken Surfs videos and IMCDB and the Stallion, like most of them guys, their videos is what would basically be us getting ready, styling our beard, right? So they don't do reviews really. They do shave of the day.
Yeah.
And all it is them shaving their face and filming it. Now there is
whatever.
Talking about whatever. Actually, those kind of videos are really cool. One of the best channels is a bearded shaver. So he wet shaves just his cheek lines and his neck every day. He wet shaves it every single day. And because he is an avid wet shaver, but he wants to have a beard, that's what he does. He literally takes one swipe on each side with a straight razor. I mean, he'll hit it twice. He'll go like this way and then this way. He'll go from two different ways, but it's his shave is literally a straight razor width. That's it.
See, for me, the last time I did a wet shave on my head, first lesson, don't do it at 8 o'clock at night. Second lesson, don't do it after you've had a bunch of adult beverages.
Yep. Because
it looked like someone took a cheese grater to my forehead, and just my whole head. I'm like, okay, blood, okay, blood, okay, blood. It was bad. So
you can ask Josh Ricks about that. He will tell you the same thing.
we had to enact some brand new rules in the house after that one, But guys, I got a little present for you tonight. All right. I got a really early Father's Day gift today, and I was talking to Mick about this in the green room, and oh, hey, there's a little preview of it. No, it's not a dildo, you morons.
Oh,
look at that. But here's the best part. Look at the work on that.
Oh, my God.
Does my family know me or what?
Yeah.
It's basically a hand and a half sword based off an old Viking-inspired stuff.
Wow. How heavy is it?
I'd say maybe 8 to 10 pounds, maybe. It's easy to move, but it's got weight to it.
Yeah.
And the part that I loved is when my son came home from school today and he saw the fuller right here in the middle, which they put in there to help reduce weight.
Right.
He looked at it and he goes, well, it's got to be a little bit lighter because of the fuller. And I'm like, oh, you've been paying attention. I love you, boy.
Oh, God. He's right, though. He's right, though. Yeah, I mean, that is super, super cool.
So this was what my mailman was delivering today. And I told you when he was busting my chops, I'm like, no, you really want to see this.
You really want to see it. That is awesome.
But yeah, between that and, well, it's been a good couple days.
Super cool.
Okay, you Gillette razor for the head. Yeah, well, your choice, bro. Your head,
Yeah. Yep. You can do that, Disney. There's no right or wrong way to do it. There is absolutely no right or wrong way to do it. Now, there's people out there that'll try to tell you different, but one of the YouTube channels, the wet shaving YouTube channels that I trust the most, he'll tell you that is his outro. He doesn't have a pre-filmed outro. His outro is it's your shave, do it your way, camera cuts off. I mean, it's so there ain't no right or wrong. Right or wrong way to do it, Disney.
Well, the wrong way is when you cut yourself and bleed like Johnny Brooms, but still. And much respect to Johnny. He has done so much in head shave videos, and I keep joking with him when he does one. I'm like, bleed, 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 All right. Now let's flip over something a little bit differently, okay? I know you've been doing beard product reviews and stuff. One of the biggest things that I'm seeing raging around the beard community is CBD products. Now, I know you've tried different ones in your beard from different companies. Do you feel it's a fad, or do you feel it's something that's going to stay for a while and only increase like potential and increase output and all that fun stuff in your beard?
I think it's here to stay. But the effects that I got from it didn't necessarily equate to the cost. Like for me personally, I mean, I haven't used a CBD product that was bad in my beard, but I mean, was it worth $60 for a 1 ounce or $40 for a 1 ounce? For me, no, it wasn't.
Okay, so that was the huge thing for me. And guys, we're not bashing any companies. So anybody who wants to start doing screen records and everything else, go ahead. I'm not bashing a single company. I've always wondered, is it the milligram dosage in the CBD oil itself? Is it the carrier oils with the CBD thing? Because I've tried different companies. I am jealous of people who were able to, right out of the box, go, it's in my beard. My beard is so silky smooth. My beard is incredible.
Yep.
One of the things I found out, and this is just me, it's the milligram dosage. Because when I tried a higher level milligram dosage, I got better results.
Me too.
When I tried a higher milligram dosage with different carrier oils, I got phenomenal results.
Okay.
But like Mick said, and I think it was beautifully put, the price for a 1 ounce oil or a 4 ounce butter or a wash or a co-wash, I get because of the CBD, the testing, and all the licensing the companies have to go through, cost prohibitive for me. Yep. Anyway.
Yep. I will continue to buy CBD products from certain companies, but for the price, I have to have a higher milligram because a lower milligram, I just didn't get. You know, I got good results, but they weren't just so overwhelmingly amazing that I felt like I could never use anything else in my beard again. You know what I mean? It was just it was good. You know. Well, okay, let's just put it this way. And I've said this before, so I'm not saying anything that I haven't said everywhere else, right? Fable's oil didn't work the best for me. Now, it's not bad. It didn't hurt anything. It didn't, you know, it was just kind of average for me, right? I tend to have that with high amounts of coconut oil. So the difference between the regular Fable and the Fable CBD, there was a good bit of difference there, but
right.
For the cost for that price difference, it wasn't enough for me to continue to buy every cent that dropped. You know, this and that. Now, that being said, we know that Peak is exponentially cheaper, right? I don't have any of the 1,000 milligram. I have the 100.
I've got, what is it, Dublin?
Yeah.
In the 1,000. And I know I've got Dublin, but I think my pineapple smoke is only 100.
So my pineapple smoke is 100. Kauai. It's 100, and then the butter is, I believe, 500. And so I noticed a fairly significant difference with the Peak. And then when I got the Dan C collab from Natural Stress Solutions, I noticed a really big difference. Now, that one right there, if that company produced 15 cents, I would own every one of them because it's only $20. And Dan C has a 20% discount code with that company. And it's 1,000 milligrams CBD.
Yeah, the only thing for me for Natural Stress, I liked it. I like how it felt in beard. because of Wild Willie's, anything that has a strong tea tree oil scent to it gives me migraines.
Yep.
So that one was kind of, I got it to help support Dan. I got it because I wanted to try different companies with different carrier oils and different amounts. But it's even like I told Jimmy at Ready Man with Dapper Fox, because it's got tea tree oil in there as part of the scent profile. It's a great smell, but once that tea tree oil sets in, I'm like, all right, where's the aspirin?
Yep.
Oh my God.
Yep.
And that's all because of that bad experience with Wild Willie's.
Right. So I can't do tea tree by itself. There is absolutely no way. I have been finding more and more tea tree scents that are blended properly, where the tea tree is like a back note. Actually, one of them is on my review for tomorrow, and they actually they kind of took a little bit different route with their tea tree. Yes, it's got tea tree and mint in it, but it also has bergamot and hoe wood, right? yeah, I know. I'm gonna put in the private chat what comes to mind. I'm gonna put in the private chat what comes to mind when I hear the word hoe wood.
Yes. And Rob, I agree with you. My beard loves hemp seed oil. It really, truly does. One of the things Gary over at Chesapeake got me on was I got one of his original testers when he was releasing his CBD line. And I'm like, I really hated to tell Gary I didn't like it. It was bad. And then when Peak CBD came out, it was a world difference. And I'm like, what the hell did you do differently? And his exact phrase to me, look at the ingredients, moron. And he added hemp seed oil. And I'm like, oh, sorry. I get it now. You know?
So look at the private chat.
Yeah, I'm going there right now.
And that's that's exactly what I think about when I hear the word hoe wood.
Eric, too much personal, buddy. Too much personal. I'm just saying.
That's a good one.
Right? All right, brother. So I love asking people that because I know everybody has different experiences. And I've even talked with Colin at Fable about like his tinctures. Whereas I said it publicly, the 1,000 milligram, no. Because all I got was the coconut oil, and I could taste the raspberry maybe a bit on the back end. But his chemist was incredible, and the King was phenomenal.
Yep.
You know?
Man, I am really digging. I've got, like we talked about it, you know, Mrs. Mick actually won this, and she is, if she would put that in her, if she put that under her tongue, she'd be over there gagging. Just, she's really super picky on everything. Like it would not be a good deal.
Why do I hear Mrs. Mick saying that to you an awful lot? If that goes under my tongue, I'm gagging. I just.
Oh,
okay. Well, Jeremy, I can see why. It's got a huge price point to it. All right. I'm going to tell you there's lots of discount codes or affiliate codes that are out there. See if you can grab one or do what I did. I was watching my email, and on the day of the King's release, Colin ran an amazing special on it. So I got it hella marked down. So just keep checking those emails, you know?
Yep.
I'm just saying, carry around a sword. They're going to be a little worried about you. They'll give you Wi-Fi time. All right, Aaron?
They will do it. They will do it.
There's also other great companies out there, Jeremy, like one that I've been using a lot recently. It's called Shell Shock CBD, and they have bomb drops where they have it in isolate and full spectrum or whatever.
Yeah.
They've got pretty reasonable price. It's a veteran-owned company out of Texas, and I'll be doing reviews on a lot of these. Every holiday, they come up with a limited drop. Like for Valentine's Day, they had chocolate strawberry. On St. Patrick's Day, they had like Irish cream. Mother's Day, they dropped a mimosa feeling one. So,
okay, yeah.
And Sober Chef, like Colin and I talked about, it's all about our body chemistry.
Yep.
Like, the grower really didn't work well in my beard. Hey, Bobby, I see you got to run. I'm leaving this up for right now, but have a great night, brother. the milligram dosage in the grower didn't work well in my beard. I didn't get that great, amazing effect.
Yep.
But other stuff I did. So it's all about your body chemistry.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gary's lemon lime for $1,000. And I know one of his primary things is coconut oil, I believe. Yeah. I can't taste the coconut oil. I get the lemon lime flavor, and this works pretty good for me.
Yep. Yeah, I had good luck. I've had good luck with this one, and I've had good luck with Gary's both. Yep.
Yeah, Disney, I will tell you flat out, I've had some chronic back pain and other stuff with, how shall we say, fortunes of a misspent youth. And my asthma will beat the crap out of me at times. Since I've been taking the tinctures and CBD gummies, my asthma is really under control. Blood pressure's come down. And God, just there's been some other great benefits that I never thought I'd ever have just by taking it. So I get what you're saying, how the price is steep, especially when you're doing 1 to 2 droppers a day and poof, it's gone. But yeah. That's why, what is it? Diamond CBD, I think. Those guys, they're always running incredible specials.
Is that the sour ones?
Yeah. They're not bad.
I can't have the gummies no more, but I wish I could because I like them better than the tincture.
Yeah, and that was one of the things. I get it. He was first on the market. His feedback from his testers led him to an area, and it's his choice. It's his business, and he's doing incredible. Now, God, this is going to sound bad. I know Colin has reformulated his butter. I didn't like it at first because when I got it, it was buttery smooth for like a week, and then it turned like cement on me. I didn't feel I needed to pre-warm the butter before I even took it out to use the butter, which is what I was advised at certain points. But everybody reacts differently to different things.
Right.
What we got? Yeah, Jeremy, those are actually really, really good. Lately, when I've been buying my gummies, they're doing a buy one, get one free. So I'm saving a lot of money, and I've got extras laying around, you know?
Yeah.
What buy from? Yeah,
Yeah.
Disney, trust me, I understand. With having to bring blades into the channel and other stuff and all the crap we're get ready to get done here, I get it. We have to budget like you wouldn't even believe in order to get some stuff done.
Yep.
All right, so now we're going to switch gears real quick. I know you're a step parent. And it's one of those things we've totally got in common, and we talked about it on your show, but how's that going for you? You know, you having a good success? You having any problems? You guys, you know.
Man, we were lucky, or I'm lucky. My wife's lucky. Her son, he's a really good kid. One hiccup the whole time I've been around, so which has been a lot of years. 11 years to be exact. One little hiccup, and it just happened within last month. Him and his mama got into a fight that, to my knowledge, is probably like the only one they've ever really been into, other than her griping at him here and there, you know, about normal kid stuff. But he finally fired back, and he got mad. And you know, I give him one of my pickups. Well, I was selling it to him. I do not give kids vehicles. I will not do it. They can buy them for a very, very good price. He bought a $5,000 truck for $1,000, and he was about $500 to $600 he paid off about half of it, somewhere around there. Well, he got mad and told his mom, he's like, "Well, I'm bringing my truck and my phone back." Okay, but I'm going to advise that you don't do that. But he done it, and I sold the pickup. And
whoops.
Yeah. I mean, that's, you know, I just, you know, it's one of them things. So now his mama made him take his phone back because she had no way to get hold of him. But
yeah,
you know, he's pretty much grown. You know, he'll be an adult in just a few months, or technically an adult in just a few months. So, that. But other than that, I mean, he's we've never had no problems really of any kind.
Seriously, that's really awesome because I've said it before. There's certain points where I wake up in the morning and I go, "Is this the day? Like the baby daddies are going to show up and try to be daddies?"
Right.
And I'm like, "You haven't been here in a decade. I'm ready to go to jail. Let's just do this.
Let's just do it." Yep.
And I mean, I released a video recently in my Life Logger Step Parent series that details what happened over Mother's Day, and yeah. I'm just like, let's have fun with that. But it's always funny, like in parent-teacher conferences. We had to have 2 of them via Zoom stuff here recently.
Yep.
And thank God the teacher knew my sense of humor. So she's like, "Hey, Chris, how you doing today?" I'm like, "It's a good day. I've got underwear on." She's like, "That's a good thing." Or when we're talking to the brat's teacher and it's like, "She's so wonderful. She's eloquent in class. She's helping everybody else out." I'm like, "Stop lying. I live with her. That is not my daughter."
You don't lie to me. I mean, what do you...
Yeah, but they're looking. It's like, she really is this way. No, I live with her, okay? She gets out of bed in the morning. You're like, ding, ding, let's go.
You're right. Yeah, that's my little girl is like that. She's exactly like that.
Yeah, but it's fun with my son because he's very intelligent, okay?
Right.
When he applies himself, there's nothing he can't do.
Right.
But this is the same kid who falls upstairs twice in the same set of stairs. Eric, brother, love you. Hope everything's going well, man. Thank you for stopping in, my friend.
Yep. Take her easy, Eric.
But it was great. I guess my better half got called today by the school because they had a social studies test in my son's class. And he scored the highest in the class. And, he doesn't take notes and he's got this photographic memory and all this other stuff. So she looks at me and she goes, "When he gets home, make sure you tell him you're proud of him." I'm like, "Why lie to him now?" But he gets home moments after that. And I'm like, "So your school called?" And he goes, "What class? What period?" I'm like, "What have you done that I don't know about? Time to confess."
Yeah. Out with it.
Pretty much. But like I detailed in an earlier video, he's basically spent his whole life with me. I met him at 2, and I had to unscrew a whole bunch of bad stuff with him.
Yep.
So when we were moving our old couch out and getting a brand new one in, he looks at me and he goes, "Why are you happy, Daddy?" I'm like, "Because I found a place to put your body that no one will ever look for it." Dude, he looks at me dead face and goes, "I always knew this day would come." I'm like, "Oh my God, that's my son. I love you."
I always knew this day would come.
Seriously, dude, just dead faced.
Dead serious, huh? That's awesome.
Or we've done this stuff when my son and daughter used to go to the same school. I always love screwing with them and go, "Okay, you have to say 5 nice things about your brother. You have to say 5 nice things about your sister."
Yeah.
So, they had to think, they had to do things. And I'm like, "All right, tell me 3 good things," or just various questions. So the brat challenged the boy to say something nice about me. And he looks at me and he goes, "Daddy, you made me the man I am today." I'm like, "That's never going to hold up in court. Nice try."
That's a good one there. That's never good.
Yeah, but I think those things that we need to interject into our kids' lives is laughter and humor and comedy, and just give them that outlet that they can express themselves. Right. Because I grew up in an era where child abuse was discipline.
Exactly.
And I don't want my kids experiencing that, but I also want that harsh reality of, if you screw up, you own up, you move past it, and let's not try to do it again.
Yep.
because we all have bad days. We all have great days. Like some of us shoot our wives with a gun, but still not pointing any fingers, Mick. Looking for her to see if she's coming after you.
I didn't know if she was listening or not.
But yeah, so what's some of the stuff that you do in your household to kind of keep the laughter and the levity up? Well, other than you just get out of bed in the morning, but still,
Pretty much that. I mean, my daughter is very mouthy, but I mean, really, it's just random stuff. It's kind of, mainly being a smart ass in a fun way instead of a serious way. You know what I mean? Like that's what I found works best across the board, in my house, is basically being a smart ass in a fun way. And I mean, that leads to, that leads to all kinds of different, things, just depending on, kind of the circumstance. But yeah, so I mean, that's really, that's actually a pretty hard question, if I'm being honest.
Well,
it's not something I so much pay attention to, you know what I mean, as it's just kind of, it's organic, you know what I mean? Just when it happens, it happens, Yeah,
it's like, I was telling you in the green room, so here we are watching The Mandalorian, all right? And my kids are just loving Grogu and, season 1 and all the things going on. Right. And I'm like, okay, can we watch this? Do I need to give you an 8-hour class on the Mandalorian society and why they're warriors and why, the Mandalorians hate the Jedi and why this is... Can we just watch this?
Right.
Grogu bit someone. My kids lost it. And, like, literally back over here is where my plushie baby Grogu is that I put a beard on.
Oh, so nice.
They had to go grab him and cuddle with him while the show was playing. And I'm just looking at this like, wow,
That's awesome. Yeah.
And it's so much fun watching their minds work. Or their brother was over this weekend. And usually when he shows up, it's pizza, it's video games, it's movie nights, big family fun things.
Right.
So here's Brianna, the cuteness factor, playing on the Nintendo Switch and going, what the flippin' heck? What are you doing? I'm coming for you. And I'm like, that's my kid. Oh my God, that's me playing a video game right now. That's my kid, You just walk by, you pat her on the head and go, good girl,
Good girl.
Or I've got to be careful because, like, my 2 girls love beating up on their brother. I'll just walk by and I'm like, take care of my light work. And then I take 3 more steps. I'm like, kidding. No.
Stop.
I'm like, just release the chokehold, Brianna. And she's like, do I have to? Yes,
Yeah. My stepson and daughter, there's a big age difference in them. So, I mean, their relationship is a little bit different. Which he's pretty soft-hearted. I mean, he's not a hard ass by any means at all. And my daughter, she's a little snotty, you know what? And like, soon as he walks in the door, he might not have been here for 2 or 3 weeks. As soon as he walks in the door, she's like running him out of her room, this and that. Just, I mean, it's a brother and sister thing. It's just, kind of on a little bit different since the age is just so much different. But yeah, it's typical, it seems a little bit more harsh because of the age difference, I guess.
Yeah, but it's also comical with some of the stuff I've done to the boy.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I tell Brianna, go get him up. So there's points where she'll walk in the room, flip the light on, and walk out. Daddy, he's not getting up. Let's go get him up. So we get in the door, turn the light off. I'm like, go get him. So she hops in the bed and just starts throwing haymakers. I'm like, 3, 2, 1, flip the light on. I'm like, good morning. And he's like, I hate you.
That's awesome.
Or
Yeah.
what was that? Oh, Mastery. Okay, sorry, I was catching up on something down there.
Oh yeah.
Or like we have our kids, do nighttime chores. It's all right, dinner's over, brush your teeth. For everyone who's got a shower at night, because we've got so many people in this apartment, you got to split the shower schedules.
Right.
Everyone's got to make their bed before they go to bed. I know it sounds redundant, but it's one of those things that it can help set you up for success doing one small task to start your day. Here you go. And I know it sounds weird, but making it at night, because of everything going on, some of my kids, their beds are always perfect. Others, it's like, dude, really? How do you sleep?
Seriously. Yeah.
So like the boy tries to get away with a half-assed job. I walk in and go, hey, great. Grab the fitted sheet, rip everything off. Hey, do it again.
Start over.
Pretty much.
Yeah. My wife is a stickler for that. She gripes at me. I mean, I get out of bed. Listen, I get it. I get it for kids to make the bed. I totally get it. I had to do it when I was young, but I don't feel like I should have to do it anymore.
Talk a little louder. She's picking up a baseball bat. Go ahead.
So I get up out of the bed, and in 12 to 14 hours, I'm going to go get right back in it. I personally, for adults, I don't see the point. I mean,
It's that, for me, it's that whole ex-military mindset. I'm out of it.
Right.
I got to make it look nice,
Yeah.
That's just me. Oh, there we go. I knew it. Look, what happened off camera, I don't have any record of, Mrs. Mick. He's all yours, okay? That's all I'm saying. When he shows up on therapy one day with a couple black eyes, we know why.
Yep, for sure.
And yes, exactly, Jeremy. It's just a sense of accomplishment. Yeah, Pete, exactly, bro.
Yeah. I was just reading that. I was like, oh, God. Screw that.
Oh, no, I've already warned my kids. I am like, when we get a house and I don't have to worry about neighbors with noise complaints, I'm getting a trash can, the old metal ones with the lid, and coming in your room. Get up.
Yep, that'll get them up quick.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Eric, I totally forgot about that. Mrs. Nick's in charge now. Oh, dear God. I swear. If we start seeing pictures of you in an apron and heels, that's it. I'm gone.
Oh, God.
King Ginger, how are you, brother?
I am entirely too fat for heels. There'd be holes all in the floor. Our house would look like a cheese grater.
What do you look? I can't believe I'm going to say this. You possess the fun parts. If he ever wants to see him again, crack that whip. All right. We've got to get into the biggest burning question of the night, my brother. Where in God's blue F did the circus cow crap come from?
It's a real thing. There's
in Oklahoma or like in the rest of the world,
Well, evidently the rest of the world, because the circus was from like Venezuela or Guatemala or something like that. And they were in Oklahoma. So I guarantee you if they come to Oklahoma, they went somewhere else. And it wasn't like they trained a cow to walk on its hind legs and smoke a pipe. I
mean, that has got to be one of the longest running things on Beard Therapy.
Okay, so here's the deal. I will give it to Joe and Johnny that there is no cow in the circus pack of animals, but that picture that we were looking at that night was not circus animals. That was a cow and either a lion or a tiger. They kept trying to say first it was a hippo, first it was that, first it was this. Me and James Pershing proved to them it was a cow. We showed them the picture off the just the regular animal crackers, and right underneath the exact shape it's a cow. Cow.
King Ginger, we can make that happen because you got a story that I'd love to get, bro. But we'll talk. Now, didn't God, the animal crackers used to be like Ringling Brothers animal crackers.
Okay, so there's no cow in that one, right? So
Right.
you have to get like just the animal crackers, not the circus crackers, like the circus animal crackers. And so that's where this whole thing started from. And then they said, there's no cow in the circus. Why would there be? These are circus animals. Okay, so that's where they went wrong right there, because they weren't circus animals. They were just animal cookies. Now, I popped off and said, well, I've seen a cow in the circus. And then Joe, back and forth. And I think that they know I'm right. I'm pretty sure they know I'm right. They just will never admit that. That's what I'm going to go with on that.
Okay, has anybody ever seen the diva admit defeat in anything?
Never.
That's all I'm saying. But I also want you guys to notice, you notice how passionate he was about circus cows? Did you just notice that? His whole, everything just, all right, you want to talk about circus cows? I got you. We're going to do this right now, It's like, damn, Mick, put the blade down. It's okay, buddy.
Oh, Lord.
All right, Mick. Now we're coming up on that point where I know they're going to be loading up guns and doing stupid shit downstairs.
Yep.
One of the biggest things I do love to talk about is mental health. Now, what do you do in your daily thing to keep yourself grounded and not lose it, like with COVID and politics and mask restrictions and, oh my God, is this going to happen? Is that going to happen? What does Mick do to center himself?
That's very simple. Very simple. This is the simplest answer you will have ever gotten to that question on this channel. I do not watch the news. I am as non-political as a U.S. citizen can possibly be. I focus and worry about me and what's in this household, not what's out there. Because here's the thing. I can be a conservative that hates Democrats and our current president and all of them, or I can be a burning liberal who hates the other side, right? What can I, as a single person, what can I do to change that? I can make posts on Instagram, on Facebook, on TikTok. I can even turn my camera on and shoot a video. I have a platform.
Right.
I can get on there and I can say anything that I want to say. Guess what? Do you think, no matter if I'm talking good or bad about Donald Trump, he gives two shits what I say? No.
Honestly,
he goes, same way for Joe Biden. He could care less what my video says, what my post says. All I'm going to do by freaking out about all this just nonsense is start drama in the comments of whatever platform I'm posting to. That's all I'm going to do. And
I like how you put that. I've got a follow-up for you in a moment.
Okay. So there's enough drama in our community. So I stay within the confines of the beard community, and I spill over a little bit into the shave community. As far as social media, that is the confines I stay within. Now, that being said, I learned within my first week or two hanging around the beard community that you don't bring politics, kind of Dan C rules, right? No politics, no religion, no Star Wars, right? Which the Star Wars thing's just funny, but no religion, no politics, right? And to my knowledge, everybody pretty much honors that. It don't matter if you're on this side, if you're on this side, you're right in the middle. I try to stay right in the middle of everything, but it doesn't matter which side you're on. It seems like everybody honors those two unwritten rules. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They leave religion and politics at the door. Now, you'll see stuff on people's personal pages and stuff like that, that'll kind of tell you what their affiliations are. Or a lot of, heck, I've asked people. I asked Barbato Joe, only because he had mentioned some stuff about the election. So I just asked him. I said, well, which way do you side? And he told me he wasn't ashamed to tell me, and I wasn't ashamed to tell him, mine. But as far as really giving a shit about politics and let's leave the politics aside. I don't give a shit about politics. We'll just leave that there. Now, the mask thing. Okay. There's going to be people really pissed off about this, probably in these comments, but I don't wear a mask.
Keep ranting. The viewers are going up, so keep ranting. You're doing good.
I have a beard that I don't want messed up, so no mask. Like, regardless, I'm just not going to wear one. We were told that if we didn't wear masks at work, that we would be fired. Yeah, our union's a little bit more powerful than that. Not a fucking one of us ever sorry for the language, not a one of us.
You're fine.
Ever put a mask on. Matter of fact, there was about 5 or 6 union members that wore their mask, and I swear to you, every single one of them come down with COVID.
Wow.
Every single one of them come down with COVID. And I know what it is. They weren't washing their masks, and they got around somebody that had it or was fixing to get it or whatever.
Yeah.
And, they could have probably kept from that with, proper hygiene or at least washing their mask and stuff like that. But, and there was, so the managers at our work, they don't have a choice, right? If they didn't have a mask on, they can be fired without nothing. So the union members are a lot different. All the managers wore it, and I swear to you, every manager in that building come down with COVID at one point or another.
Wow.
Every one of them. So for me, no. Matter of fact, we went to Tulsa over the weekend, and we went in Panda Express. Now, mind you, Oklahoma is 100% back to normal. There is no bans. There is no nothing. We went into Panda Express. They said, "Do you got a mask?" And I said, "Brother, I don't own a mask." And which I do, but I said, "I don't own a mask." He's like, "Well, we can't serve you." And I was like, yeah, "Okay, fuck you." And turned around and walked out. I mean, I'm not going to throw a Karen fit over it, but yeah, if you try to make me wear a mask, then I'll shop somewhere else. I just ain't going to do it.
No,
I don't like them. I'm fat. I can't hardly breathe.
Thank you.
Anyway, you know what I mean? I'm fat. I just poison myself with freaking herbicide. I can't breathe anyway on a normal day, let alone with a lung full of freaking herbicide. I'm not going to put a damn mask, mess up my beard, and not be able to breathe even less just so I can eat some Chinese food. I just ain't going to do it. It's not going to happen. I'll go eat something else.
Just to mess with you before I hit you with my follow-up. This is a guy who gets a face full of herbicide, deadly poisons, trying to kill himself. And he's like, my beard. Is it okay? How's my beard? I'm like, Mick, what the fuck? You're hallucinating. You're wandering around Okie going, "Oh, have you seen my baseball?" And he's like, my beard. I mean, my God.
Now, that being said, next time I spray that stuff, I actually went and got some masks today. It's like a liquid-proof dust mask. Dust mask.
Well, good. Now
I'll wear it like that. But yeah, out in public, if you can walk in Walmart and they don't tell you to put a mask on, you should be able to walk in anywhere, right?
Well, I agree, but like my state, we're going back to some certain areas, and they're leaving it up to the store. But here's my follow-up for you, and I have to say it like this. And I found it funny how you mentioned about the drama in the beard community. You are one of the very few people, I think I can count them on 5 little fingers, who have never been associated with any of it. And for that, I just want to say kudos, brother, because there's so much of it going around. It is so ridiculously stupid. Now, guys, I'm just going to reach for the first product I can find right over here. I am not singling them out. I am not attacking them. I haven't even tried them. I just won 8-bit beard codes. I got a combo and a live feed I entered. All right? But here I am showing 8-bit beard. I guarantee you somebody out there is going to be, why isn't he talking about Chesapeake? Why isn't he talking about Ready Man? Why is he not talking about Fable? Oh my God, you said you like this. Why don't you like this from Fable? These things have the same kind of ingredients in there. What the hell's wrong with you? Oh my God, you have Mickman on your show. Do you know Mickman and I don't get along? I don't give a fuck. Mick has always treated me with respect and kindness, and I've done the same right back.
You know what? You ain't going to have that problem, though, because, well, I say that. To my knowledge, I've never actually gotten into it with anybody.
Yeah, ever. Community. The only drama associated with you is circus cows, and that's goddamn funny, The way you and Barbado bust on each other's ass.
Right? So the closest thing to drama I've ever had is when a guy slid all up in my DMs with them nudes.
Look, I was drunk. I'm sorry. Okay. I thought it was a little fun. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, that goofy bastard. But he's not a beer community member. He's I don't know. He's a something.
Yeah, but you're, like I said, one of five that nothing I can ever see has been attached to. And yeah, Eric, most of that was unplanned, so I'm kind of proud of myself. Okay, but still.
it'll happen. Something will happen at some point. I mean, like I'm not gonna say I'm prepared for it, but I mean something's gonna happen at some point. And that's fine. I mean, I'll just handle it like I handle everything else. I mean, matter of fact, I've got a couple of videos. I got a couple of videos coming up that one of them for sure is going to, at the very least, spark a negative comment. Now, whether it's meant as a shot at me, no, but there's going to be negative comments just because the ingredients that are in this wash, this set of shower products, right?
Yeah.
So there's a wash and a co-wash, and then there's a couple of different bar soaps and this and that. But the wash and the co-wash both have one ingredient that, well, the wash, no, because nobody's ever seen this ingredient, or I haven't anyway. But the co-wash has an ingredient in it that has sparked massive drama in the community. So, and because those products, because I like those products, there's going to be some negative comments. And I even said it in the video. I'm like, look, there's going to be negative comments. That's totally fine. As long as you keep it respectful, you can say whatever you want. That's
it, you see, and that's all right. That's why I love you so much. All right. Before you drop that Johnny Slick shave soap review, you reached out and went, "Hey, dude, this might make you mad." And I'm like, "Why?" And you told me, I'm like, "Oh, can't wait to watch it." And then I watched it. I sent you a DM. Very respectfully done. Fucking great job, brother. And that's
I didn't want to bash on him or nothing. It just, for me, it just flat out didn't work.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I think a lot of people need to get back to is that agree to disagree. It doesn't matter if Captain Stash works better in your beer than it does in mine. It works good for you. You enjoy the product,
right?
Now if it ends up, God forbid, Clint, I'm not bashing on you, bro. The first time I ever try your product and all of a sudden I have bald patches appearing everywhere, I'm going to be like, what the fuck? And shoot a vid. But it's like, I really hate the fact in our community, it's like battle lines are drawn over scented oil that goes in your beard.
Right.
I just don't get it. You don't like that reviewer, don't watch. You don't like that company, don't watch the fucking review,
No.
Why are you going to watch something that's going to purposely enrage yourself?
I have rediscovered companies that have made changes that I didn't previously like that now I do like a couple of times by watching reviews of companies that I don't like their product.
See, this is exactly what I expect from something. Exactly what I expect.
No, he ain't. Listen, we all know that's bullshit because they put him on beard therapy and he hardly said a word.
I know. He just sat there. Oh, click off. Hey, Eric, got a question for you. Off. Damn internet. Come back. Hey, Eric, internet gone. We know what he's
hang
doing.
on. Perfect example. Right here. I loved
the headmaster, right?
I love that's Ken's collab right here, but
yeah,
Derby Day. So I loved everything about Jimmy's company except for his beard oil, right? It just didn't work for me. This is working amazingly well.
Made changes.
He's made some changes. Had I not of watched Ken's live stream where he launched this and, turned around and watched some of the videos, heard about the changes, stuff like that, I would not own this right now. And I am absolutely loving this. Now, love Jimmy to death. Always loved all of his scents. Like, I haven't got a bad scent from him. Now, mind you, I don't have them all, but I even like the tea tree and mint one we talked about a while ago.
Dapper Fox.
I even enjoyed that one. Now, of all the scents I have, that's probably my least favorite, but I don't dislike it, right? but I never really, I would buy his product just to support him and I'd put it on the shelf. I've got several brand new oils in there that I've never even used other than putting a drop right here and smelling it, you know.
Well, dude, when Rona started and Jimmy did his massive clearance sale, like you buy one, I'll give you 99% off the next 12. Yeah. I emptied out his company in one day. I'm like, I don't have that. I just grabbed everything. Yeah. I placed like 4 massive orders and I've got everything.
Yep. So yeah, I mean that's a prime example of that right there. You know, it's what else? There's other stuff too. That one.
All right, so we're going to move on to something because I'm starting to hear them load downstairs. And they don't realize they're not as quiet as they think they are. All right. So, guys, I always kind of wrap things up like this. All right. Mental health is very, very important. All right. We got to take the stigma off of it, because if my buddy over here can get on a live feed with a bunch of other people who are recovering and do amazing shares, why can't we all just do something? There's things that I've been. Oh my God! Look, I talked about him and he popped in.
I just seen it.
Clint, I wasn't bashing you, brother. Seriously. Oh my God, I'm gonna get stabbed. I just know it.
Hey, with your gift today, at least you can stab back.
Yeah, I got arm's reach on him. So. Yeah, and Josh, go ahead and DM me, brother. But like I've been telling my kids recently, and this is something that really hit home to me. For every minute you're angry at something, that's 60 seconds of your life you just blew on something meaningless. Yep. There is so much in this world that if you let it and get into your head, it's going to affect you. Now, I've been picking on Mick. He's been picking back, but he understands I'm not doing this to degrade him at all.
Right.
Do I pick on my kids? Sure. But they pick back too, you know?
Yep.
Yeah. Rewind a little bit, Clint. You'll see. We You'll see, bro. See, I swear to God, now I know who the snitch is. Eric?
Yep. There you go.
But guys, like we talked about tonight, laughter, humor, getting out, opening yourself up a little bit more is going to help you be a little bit healthier. Sure, it's okay to be upset at something, but if you let it consume you, it is going to tear at you. I said it recently on Beer Times with Scott. I took a break from doing certain reviews because of just the BS that was going on. It was knotting me up. I wasn't sleeping well. I was having tremendous back pain and other stuff. And when I took that break, it's like a whole nother thing just got lifted. Hey, Brett Berlin, how you doing, brother? But guys, I love offering this challenge to everybody. Take time this week to call 3 people. Call them and see how they're doing. Because you never know how your phone call or you reaching out can help change somebody's life. And I'm not talking about calling your beer buddy that you're going to go down to the bar with right now. Talk to some people you haven't talked to in a while. Reach out and just go, hey, look, I know I've been a shithead. How you doing?
Right. Yep,
Mick,
I agree.
After that?
Hang on, I was commenting in the chat there. No, I mean, I would just echo. I would just echo that. You know, I mean, I can get super pissed at some. Like I normally get mad when stuff don't work. You know, like.
No, Brett, we're doing the usual wrap up at the end, bro. Go ahead, Mick. I'm sorry.
So I hate junk. Like, you know, well, you know, because you're familiar with knives, a junky pocket knife. You know, maybe the blade's loose or something. I'll get super pissed at it, but in 3 or 4 minutes, I'll be completely over it, right back to being in a good mood, you know, or a tool or just whatever, you know. It's one of them things. And I'm just naturally like that. It's not something that I've ever had to work towards. I've never been able to stay mad for very long at all. I mean, just a very, very short amount of time, just a few minutes at a time, you know. And I mean, I think that, you know, I realize that not everybody's like that, but I think everybody should attempt to Yeah, right. That's a topic for another stream right there. Yeah, we don't even have time for me to explain her. But it's just one of them things that I can get mad, and then I can be as mad as I've ever been before, and in 20 minutes I'll be over it. So I just think that if I realize not everybody's like that, but I think everybody should try to get like that.
I can't, Mick. I'm sorry, I can't resist. So you get mad, then 20 minutes later you're over. Is that another blast of herbicide to the face going smack? I feel better.
God, I hope not. That was horrible. Dude, that was horrible. I won't lie. That actually scared me. I don't get scared over things like that very easy. That one scared me.
Damn. All right, brother. So I asked this of everybody. What you got coming up that you might want to give a little insight to?
Tomorrow at 9 Eastern, I have got a review for the first Oklahoma-based beard company that I have done, Stroke Beard Co. Everybody watch that and share it. I want to try to make it a good one. And then Sunday, we will have them live on the show. I know my show is usually Saturday.
Nice.
I'm filming a wedding that day. And so we're moving it to Sunday. Plus, both of them guys work on Saturdays. They go to the farmer's market to sell their product until noon, and then they both go to work directly after that.
Nice.
So we're going to do it Sunday, normal time, 6 Eastern, 5 Central, which I'm in Central, but I always say Eastern because most people are in the Eastern time zone.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Well, man, I'd like to have at least 50 people in that stream. So right now, through or until the stream, anybody that uses my discount code, right? If we get, I think it was there was a certain number of orders using my discount code from now until then, there will be an extra giveaway. We've got giveaways coming for the stream.
What's your discount code in the chat? What's your discount code in the chat?
SB10, all caps. SB10.
Now, guys, while he's typing that, make sure you go subscribe to his channel. Mick does amazing work, and he's coming a long way from the beginning.
Also, that SB10 will save you 30% until midnight Sunday.
Damn, guys, you really want to get on that. Now, of course, it's StreamYard. If it doesn't post, I'll make sure it posts. What the hell?
But yeah, we've got some giveaways coming, and if we get a certain amount of orders using my discount code up until the stream starts, then I think it was like somewhere between 10 and 15 orders using my discount code. So from now till Sunday, that's a lot of days. We get X amount of orders, then all those orders, if we hit that, there'll be a fourth giveaway. We're going to have 3 giveaways.
Nice.
There'll be a fourth. That fourth giveaway will be for the people who purchased using my discount code. So they will give me the name and the order number, and I will put them onto a wheel if we hit the goal. I think it was either 10 or 15 orders between now and then.
Nice.
And
you have a question from the audience before we do the final.
Yeah. So yeah, guys, that's what'll be happening Sunday, and then the charity event is with Woolly Wizard. It is going to be on June 5th. That is a Saturday. That'll be at normal time. We are going to be playing Beard Oil Roulette. The entry fees have gone up for this. It'll be a $5 entry fee. But all that's going to go to the ALS Research Foundation. Also, Tyler will be making a custom beard oil scent for that. All the proceeds from that will also go to the ALS Research Foundation.
Nice.
Also, we've got several donations in the form of combos and beard oils and combos of choice, and then there's like a Scentsy basket, and there's some wool, like some wool goods. There's a couple that watches roulette with us. They have I think she knits it, like she uses wool.
Oh, wow.
She makes like beanies and really nice stuff. They have donated some stuff also, but anyway, there will be a buy-in. And that right there is a raffle. So it's just like buying a raffle for a rifle or a four-wheeler or whatever. You can buy the price is $5 or more. You can donate more if you want. but you have to spend at least $5 to get entered into the raffle. We're hoping for at least 2 or 3 raffles, 2 or 3 different bundles to raffle off. You can buy 5 chances at $5 a piece.
That's
So
pretty good.
you can donate $5 as many times as you want, but you're only getting 5 entries total. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
That right there is all lowercase beards for ALS at Gmail. And that's the PayPal for that.
Sweet. All right. You
Thank
got your little card. Got anything else you want to go grabbing? Mr. Breaking News guy?
Right. No, that was it.
Alrighty, guys. So for me tomorrow, I know this is going to be a really, really huge surprise. I've got a knife review dropping on a company that I have never had on my channel before. So I was really excited to get him in. And yes, ALS, Gary is Lou Garrett's. So that's going to be interesting. Friday, I don't know what I'm going to drop for a review, but I know Friday is the reviewers table. I think this week it's on Joe Bearded Life's channel.
Right.
You got Saturday, you got the hype coming up. I think Barker's Beards is doing his release there. So we've got some really impressive stuff coming up, guys. So, Mick, I just want to say thank you so much for this tonight, brother. It's been so much fun having you here. It's definitely been different.
Anything starring me usually is.
This is true. But guys, I say this at the end of every one of the videos I do, and then we're going to hit that outro. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for your time. I hope you're having a great one. You're having a safe one. And I'll see you in our very next video. Guys, thank you so much for the time you just gave me. I hope you enjoyed our guest tonight if we had one, and yes, I'm pre-recording this, or that you might have enjoyed an open mic night or whatever the heck just happened. We're going to try to do these every single Tuesday at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, and whatever you guys are in between and around the world. Next week, we should have another amazing guest or something really cool for you to watch. Thanks so much for watching all this stuff, guys, and we'll see you in our next one.